Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mag. So here's your match preview for Everton versus Newcastle at Goodison Park tomorrow night in 7:45 kickoff. Now, also in this video, I'm going to be discussing Mike Ashley appearing on Sky News, talking about a possible sale of Newcastle and also about the FA Cup third round draw as well, along with a bit of other news as well. So first off, we're going to start with the Mike Ashley appearing on Sky News and talking about a possible takeover. Now, Mike Ashley did this last time, exactly the same time as well, in December, just before the January transfer window rolled around, and he was wanting to say that Newcastle were in advanced talks of a possible takeover. Now, in my opinion, this is a really bad move by Ashley. Yes, I want Ashley gone. I want rid of him. I don't want him at the club no more. I didn't want him at the club to begin with. Now, he's coming out and he's saying that there's a possible move and it's in advanced talks. It's progressing along. There's no exclusivity or anything like that yet. He's not stating that. But he is saying that there's possible buyers coming in now. If that's true, then the only people I can think of at the minute that is being linked with Newcastle is Peter Kenyon, but he was looking to bring in some investors as he didn't have the money himself to put forward. And also the only other people that I can think of off the top of my head that have been linked with Newcastle so far is the Arab that was wanting to compete with PSG in the Qatar family that owns PSG. Now, he would be a good owner if he was to come in, because obviously he wants to compete with PSG, he wants to compete with Man City owners, so that would put Newcastle on that level straight away. Now, that would be a really good thing, but I can't see him wanting to buy Newcastle, especially with Mike Ashley, because we all know how Mike Ashley gets. As soon as he smells money, he wants more, and that's always the problem with Mike Ashley. As soon as somebody comes in and makes an offer, say of 300 million, which he's asking for, then somebody else gives him a quick whisper in the ear, aka Keith Bishop, and goes, "Hey, hold on, Mike, what you doing? This guy's worth a lot more money." And suddenly the prices went from 300 million to 400 million, just like it did with Staveley in the PCP group last year. And, you know, with the game against Wolves as well coming up on the 9th, the boycott game. Now, I think that could be a quick way to try and blow off a few of the fans and stop them from wanting to do a protest, do a boycott of the game, especially with that game going live on Sky as well. Nobody like Mike Ashley, none of his cronies want that game going live with an empty St James's Park. Could you imagine the repercussions off of that alone? Would completely and utterly destroy any credibility that Mike Ashley has, if indeed any at all. But I'm calling bull crap on this, to be honest. But let's know your thoughts down in the comments below about it. Anyway, we're going to talk about the FA Cup now, and Newcastle got drawn against Blackburn Rovers in the third round of the FA Cup. Now, it could have been a lot worse. We could have got somebody like Chelsea, we could have got Man City, we could have got Liverpool or any of the top six, but it's at home at least, so we've got a good result against teams when we're playing in the FA Cup at home. Luton, we played, remember last season, it was a really good game, because I went to that game and it was an absolutely sensational game. Newcastle really took it to Luton. The Luton fans as well were fantastic. They well and truly sold out their allocation for their tickets, and they wanted more, and Newcastle gave them more as well, because why refuse fans that are wanting to see their team? I don't see the point, and there's a lot of clubs that do it, but Newcastle got drawn against Blackburn Rovers. It's a good outfit, Blackburn's a good team. They used to be in the Premier League. They're not in the Premier League anymore, obviously, because of the Venkies and the way that they're running the club. A similar situation to the way Mike Ashley runs Newcastle, and that's just a reminder right there what can happen if you don't protest against the ownership of your team. You can end up down into the lower leagues. You can end down there. Portsmouth as well got the same sort of situation. They didn't protest against their owner, and they ended up being down in the lower leagues, like League One and stuff. But anyway, I think we can pick up a nice, good win against Blackburn in the Cup. We can advance on. I'd like to see Newcastle go to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, preferably the final, but I can't see that happening, to be honest. But if we could at least make semi-finals, then at least we'll have made a good run in the Cup, But let us know your thoughts on that as well down in the comments below. Now, I'm going to be talking about the match against Everton now. Now, as we know, Everton sits 6th in the Premier League at the moment, and it's going to be a 7:45 kickoff tomorrow night, and it's not televised, obviously. So, if you can see it, you can see it. It's probably going to be online somewhere to be seen, but you didn't hear it from me, of course. But Paul Dummett misses out once again due to a hamstring issue, but he could return for the game against Wolves. Again, that game against Wolves, it's going to be a big game. It's going to be an absolute crucial pinnacle game to our season, But Matt Ritchie serves a one-match ban after collecting his 5th booking of the season against West Ham, so he's going to be out of the game. The next one in danger after that's Fabian Shaw, who's on free. So if he picks up 2 more cards, then he's going to miss a game. But hopefully he doesn't pick up any more cards until the reset. Just in case we don't want to be losing somebody like Fabian Shaw, because he's been really good in the defence for this season so far, as proven in the game against Burnley on the Monday night of gone, down at Turf Moor, where we won against them. Now, James McCarthy is going to be out for Everton. He's going to remain sidelined. Now, we all know James McCarthy likes to get on the ball. He likes to get passes going. So that's no miss, for Newcastle fans heading into this game. It's a good positive. Unfortunately, though, they're still going to have people like Richarlison. They're going to have Theo Walcott, Bernard, just to name a few, them kind of players. So we've got to watch out for them. And also Jordan Pickford's in the goal as well. So he's going to want to get a clean sheet, just like he did last season when Theo Walcott scored the only goal in the game, which was the last time we lost to them as well at Goodison Park. But the Toffees are currently seeking their 5th successive Premier League home victory, following wins over Fulham, where they won 3-0 at Goodison Park. They won 2-0 against Crystal Palace at Goodison Park, 3-1 against Brighton at Goodison, and a 1-0 against Cardiff at Goodison as well. The opening trio of Premier League fixtures at Goodison this season ended with 1 win against Southampton, 2-1, 1 draw against Huddersfield, 1-1, and 1 defeat to West Ham, 3-1. So even Everton haven't been able to pick up a win against West Ham so far this season. So we're in the same boat as Everton in that aspect of the game. Now, the last time we won against them was back in 2010-11 season when Hatem Ben Arfa scored the only goal in the game, and I do believe that was the sensational long-range shot against Everton, which I think at that time, they had, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Rubels, his goalkeeper, I believe, at that point. Correct us if I'm wrong on that, of course. But Lee Mason's going to be reffing his first NUFC game this season. And again, it's another official that is based within close proximity to a team that we're playing with and being based in Lancashire, and Liverpool's not that far from Lancashire, so it's kind of a dodgy call, to be honest, and I don't think referees that are from the same distance to the team that you're playing should be reffing the game. It happened in the North London derby just gone, recently where Mike Dean reffed the game, and everybody knows that Mike Dean's a Tottenham fan, so truthfully it shouldn't be happening in this day and age in football. But at the end of the day, that's just one of the problem reasons with modern day football that needs to be looked at, and until it does, I don't think things are going to change that much. His only Newcastle appointment last season was a 3-2 success away at West Ham down at the Olympic Stadium in London, and it was in December of last year as well. So hopefully, if luck's going our way, then the results will come our way as well, and we will pick up the 3 points tomorrow night against Everton at Goodison Park, and we will progress further up the table. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below about everything that's been discussed in this video. And till next time, remember to like, share, subscribe, follow me sponsor fanvibe.com, home of all sports fans, down in the description below. Click the link as well, as I get a small kickback, so you'll be helping out my channel in the process. Until next time, how are the lads?